Love and prosperity to all my kings and all my guys, all my guys and my goddesses out there. Excuse me. Thank you for the download. So understand this video is to help you understand how to control your ego and how to take over your ego and put your fucking neck on your ego. You get what I'm saying? So understand. To people that are watching this right now, even in the future, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing to the channel. Thank you for following me on all social media platforms. Thank you for just being you. Thank you for being true in your essence, and thank you for being true to you, even if you're not true to yourself. Just like your ego isn't true to you. So understand, when I'm talking about ego, understand that your ego is your best friend and your enemy. Your ego is here to protect you, but it's also here to hinder your growth, contradict it, you know what I'm saying, on a divine aspect, on the divine logic, transcendence of your own ascendance within your body, within your mind. You have to ascend your mind from a closed-minded perspective. So you have to program yourself and actually unprogram yourself to program yourself to your liking. You have to unprogram the teachings that you were taught, unprogram the lessons that you were taught, and unprogram all these lies that your ego has believed and digested within yourself and portrayed onto your perspective on life. Let's see, here's the thing though. Knowing that where we are going within society in 2024, you are going to overcome your ego because your ego knows what you are and what you're destined for. Your ego is scared of you. That's why it protects you, because it knows how powerful you are. And if you knew how powerful you really were, then your ego has no hold of you anymore. The ego won't program you to eat some food when you don't feel like eating. The ego won't tell you that you shouldn't fast when you should be fasting, giving yourself to God, or whatever you want to call it, the Most High, Divine Creator. The ego won't tell you that you shouldn't be talking to this person. They will tell you like, yeah, go talk to them and don't worry about the consequences in the future. Just worry about the right now. Fuck no. Your conscious mind will tell you how to move and how to maneuver in this matrix or this game or this simulation that you call the matrix. Even though the matrix don't exist, the matrix is just a construct of your mind that our mind paints or our ego paints for us. So everything in front of you is not even real, but everything is real because what is real in the fake world. So your ego has no sense of that. So you have to make sense of nothing and make sense of everything with your own sense by having sense and common sense within yourself, because common sense is not common. So you got to teach yourself common sense to your ego. You have to program your ego into beginning to understand how powerful you always been, how powerful your mind is really going to be in the future. Because as we're going in right now, so many people believe it's 2024 right now, not knowing the year don't even start. You know, year don't even start till March or spring, when it's time for life to be springing forward and ascending forward to where it came from. Because right now we're in a phase where the earth is in this cold stage or the dying phase. Animals are hibernating, it's cold outside, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to work on yourself, so you stay inside. But knowing when it's time for spring, the brain will rewire different. It'll change its own program. But you can have spring every year, every day, even if it's cold outside. How is that possible? Change your ego's perspective. You have to have your foot on your ego's neck, because no matter what you do, your ego cannot comprehend who you even are, even though it comprehended your comprehension before it was molded into what it was molded into. You know what I'm saying? A reptilian specimen that is programmed within your body, within your skull. So you have to be gentle with how you talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be gentle with how you speak to other people, because when you're speaking negative to other people, all you're doing is speaking bad about yourself and you don't even know it. That's exactly why you cannot say you're dumb, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat, you're skinny, you're tall, you're short. You know, you shouldn't be saying things that hold no value to you. The ego is trying to make sense out of your physical aspect, not knowing spiritually, none of that shit matters. Spiritually, you have no height. Spiritually, you have no race, you have no face, you have no mouth, you have none of that, because you are literally a telepathic energy. You are a telepathic energy. You are literally a psychic and an intuitive being. You're actually not even a being. You are beginning to become a being of the Most High, knowing that you are always the Most High. But your ego is programmed by something lower than that. And why is that? Because if the system cannot program, not even the system, but your family, if they weren't able to condition your ego, then you would understand what you came here to do. And why would they want that? Why would they want you to know what you came here to do so that you can accomplish your goals and your purpose? Why would they want you to live a successful lifestyle when they know what would happen if you did that? Your ego can't allow it. That's exactly why you gotta teach yourself teachings. You gotta teach yourself what it means to be divine and your own divinity. You gotta teach your ego and your mind and your heart and your body and your lower chakras. You gotta teach your alignment within yourself. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge, yes. But that's the thing though. No matter what you do, challenges are meant to be conquered. You can conquer anything in this world. That's exactly why the story of Samson is about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had a weak moment, but that's okay though. That's why you get right back up. Your ego will tell you like you're tired or you're down or you're not feeling good, etc. Like, no, family. Your spirit tells you that none of that shit matters. Now, of course, use common sense. If you know you're sick, say your bitch ass at home. It's okay. But you know you can conquer. First of all, God should never get sick. So it's something that you're digesting in your system that is causing your ego to program a sickness onto your perspective or your perception of your mirage, of your higher mirage that you are projecting down here in this surface level called 3D or this earth realm, which is planet Kai. Understand that people project their projections onto you and you digest them by listening to it and then taking it and believing it, not knowing that all they're doing is talking about themselves. That's exactly why when people are bashing themselves, just be like, hey bro, don't do that to yourself. Be the leader that leads leaders. Be the leader that leads leaders. Your ego will want followers. Fuck no, family. No, 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 no. Support your leaders by supporting yourself. You are a general with troops, and people know that you're a general, and that's why you have been programmed to lead your troops, because even a sheep needs a shepherd, but guess what? That shepherd still needs some sheep. See the way it goes, the circle of life. Thank you for the download, Elohim. Understand though, when it comes down to what you came here to do and how you think, you have to think like a leader. Think outside of your own box. No matter what, even if you're boxed in, you're never boxed in. You have to escape your own perspective on what your ego has made a perception your whole life. From when you were born, you have to go right back to your past and actually watch and think and train yourself. Train your inner child into loving what it didn't love. Train your ego to love what it needed to love on, which is yourself. Because once you love yourself, you love life outside yourself. So you'll start treating dogs better, babies better, your parents better, the food better, the plants better, the sky, the water. You know what I'm saying? There will be no need to be mean or an asshole for anything. Because why? You came here to help people. So once you're helping people, you will be able to help yourself. But the ego will not let you do that. You know why? Because you don't know yourself. You're not open-minded to yourself yet. But if you became open-minded to who you really were, then you'll know that you can have a hold of your own ego. But why would Satan let God control? Why would Satan give up his free will, knowing that God gave us the free will? Why would Satan, your ego allow you to be freely with who you are? Why would it want you to get to your higher self when you were born in your lower self? Huh? Why would the ego allow you to be in your higher self when you were born in your lower self? So therefore, if you were programmed in your lower self and your trauma hit you at your lower self, there's no way. Damn, the refrigerator scared the shit out of me. But there will be no way for you to know who you really are spiritually or consciously. That's why the ego is a thing to protect you from that. But no, God. Your spirit is here to guide your ego into what it's scared of doing by releasing itself of an attachment, by being detached from an attachment of a perception of your reality that you claim is reality. Not knowing this is all a fictional dream that you're in. You're literally having a dream right now. You're on DMT while being awake watching this video. You sleep with your eyes wide open and your brain thinks that you're literally awake right now. Whole time you're asleep in your own oblivion. But you think that you're not oblivious because your ego thinks that you're a genius. And you're not wrong for thinking like that. But you gotta understand as well, you cannot kill your ego. But to humble it, you gotta know you're taking your body back from what Satan programmed into you since before you were born. Because your Satan's program had to program your family, your ancestors. Epigenetic trauma, placing that trauma every single time you guys reincarnate into your mother, your father, your great grandmother, your aunt, your cousin, your uncle. All of these things, all these programs are a part of our family lineage so that we stay stuck in our lower selves. So therefore, all people are doing are growing up into their traumatized selves, not knowing how to heal the trauma. That's always going to be a part of you. Your ego won't allow you to do that, so you have to be open-minded to your closed-minded ways. That's the only way to kill the ego, because you can't kill it. But you can harness it. You can get in a chokehold, put it on the leash. You control your ego now. By doing that, you got to be strong-minded to everything you think you're doing, even though you're not doing it. Love the process of loving yourself. It's going to be hard. That's the whole point of why they keep you asleep. By training your ego to be closed-minded through their system. That's the whole point and the basis of it. But guess what, God? That's not who we are. We're not here to be closed-minded. We're here to be open-minded into closed-minded teachings. We're here to help guide each other by guiding ourselves, by being guided by the Most High. Once you do that, then the ego will follow you because you're the leader. You are the leader, not lead. You're not being followed by leaders. You're leading yourself, and then leaders will literally lead themselves as well with you, walking alongside of you. These leaders are right alongside of you. This is where you're. Thank you for the download. This is where you're able to sit there and think to yourself, who are you walking with? Are you walking by faith or are you walking by sight? Once you can see through the discernment, then you're able to know who stands with you, who stands against you. Because if the people are working for the system, they are against you, even though they're your own people. They look just like you, but they'll still defend the system because the system defends them and their lifestyle. And they fund their lifestyle by funding their ego. So once you're able to read in between the lines, your ego won't let you just hang with just anybody anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because you have became over your ego. You have become the leader of yourself, your lower self, and your conscious mind will be able to guide your ego through that because you are a baby. Your mind is a baby. Your reptilian brain is a baby. I said brain, but yeah, your reptilian brain is a baby. Your cortex, your frontal cortex hasn't even developed in some people yet. So the government is able to govern people's minds for that exact reason because they know for us to reach our true essence, it takes time, it takes a journey and experiments. We have to experiment on ourselves and go through shit and go through hardship to actually know what's on the other side. Once you're able to do that and live within yourself and be true to yourself, and once you're able to not only love your ego but hate it as well and balance the two with each other, then understand your spirit will be able to reflect yourself on a higher perspective that you've never seen before. Once you can do that, you're unstoppable. No matter what you do, keep believing in yourself. Don't let your ego take control of you. Because if it does, it got you and it will keep you stuck in hell. So you have to transcend your ego in a divine aspect. Once you're able to do that, you can transcend anything and your ego will understand logic. And once you can do that, the world is yours. The game is yours. The matrix is yours. Love you. Have a great day.